Hi everybody, I'm Colleen Lopez. So happy you're here tonight because we are kicking off, check this out, Andrew Lessman's 22nd anniversary here at HSN. It's amazing, it's been 22 years. Andrew, since 1979, has been manufacturing the world's finest vitamins.
Who was president in 1979?
Right?
Who was president in 1979?
Jimmy Carter?
Might be Jimmy Carter, yeah. Wow. Gosh, that's a long time ago.
I'm
dating myself, aging myself. Yes.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
22 years, you said you've been on TV. You started on QVC.
January 1st, 1991, 28 years ago at QVC. Yeah. So 28 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's the best gift anyone could have ever given me.
He was 7.
Yeah, I'm 7. No, but it's just that I get to do what I love. And this evening especially, we'll be talking about our most important products. Yeah. And what makes my products important is the information I get to communicate. It doesn't mean you have to get my product, but as someone had said to me a long time in a note they had sent me, the most important thing to get isn't my product, it's to get the information. So that's what I'm going to endeavor tonight to do, is to give you great information about the ingredients we'll be talking about.
There we go. I know right now there's a graphic on your screen. Coming up 1 hour from now, we will officially kick off Andrew's anniversary today special. We all wait all year for the Coenzyme Q10. It's back. It's the greatest value of the year. Do you know, just on your pre-sales on this, almost 6,000 people.
And that was just about 5 minutes last night. So our CoQ10 is without question, I say it's the most important today's special I do every year. And the reason why, it's evolved into more than CoQ10, which is why arguably it's probably the best rated CoQ10 in the world on the market. Thousands of reviews, I think 96 or 97% of the reviews are positive reviews. But I often talk about how important separate vitamin D is, or separate vitamin B12, or B complex, or even vitamin C. It's the most popular separate vitamin is vitamin C. When you get my CoQ10, because it ensures that it delivers CoQ10's benefits best, it truly is the most important product I make because you're getting all of those. We have no additives in our products. They're 100% pure. So you're getting your 200 milligrams of CoQ10. You're getting 300 milligrams of our non-acidic vitamin C. You're getting, in addition, our natural B12, which is orally absorbable. Most B12, you're wasting your money when you take it orally, not mine, and a full B complex. So you get all of those. Just the price of the vitamin D and the vitamin C and the B12, even at pennies a capsule, is more expensive than this product is today. Exactly. So in other words, you're getting the CoQ10 essentially. It says free vitamin D in the graphic. If you look at those other nutrients, which all of us should be taking and should be getting, vitamin C, B12, vitamin D, we're not getting them from our diet, then the CoQ10 is free essentially when you look at it that way. And this is the lowest price ever. It's about 90% less expensive than when I introduced CoQ10 a few decades ago. And that's not looking at present value of money then. It's just if you look at the price today, per milligram, it's about 90% less than the ingredient cost a couple of decades ago. So it's a great opportunity. We'll elaborate more at midnight, but it is the most important product and the best value all year. And by the way, all of my products, because it's our birthday, all of my products, this is their best pricing other than a Today Special, their best pricing of the year. Absolutely.
For everything's free shipping, of course. So you decide if you want the 50, the 100, the 200, the 400, or the 600. One thing to note about the Today Special. They have vitamin D in the formula if you want. You can order the CoQ with the full B complex without vitamin D. If you're already getting enough vitamin D and don't need it, we also have it with 1,000 vitamin D3 or 2,000 vitamin D3. The price is the same across the board, so you're basically getting, you know, free vitamin D depending on how much you want in the formula. And then everybody gets a full B complex as well, along with vitamin C. Fabulous value. That's coming up at midnight. You're welcome to get an early start on that to beat the rush, because we will be busy. This is the biggest visit of the year. It's Andrew's anniversary, so we always get excited because CoQ is one of your top sellers.
And by the way, despite all those ingredients in the capsule, because our capsules are 100% additive free, no binders or fillers or anything added into the formula, it's still a small, easy to swallow capsule. You won't find a single review out of the thousands that talks about it being hard to swallow. But in an hour, we'll talk about that more at length. What we want to talk about now is cinnamon, which cinnamon was a product that for decades, I've been doing this too long, I guess 39 years, for decades I was asked, for an ingredient that could help support healthy blood sugar metabolism, healthy insulin metabolism. And of course, the best things we do for that are modifying our diet, being at our ideal weight, being active. But in terms of a supplement, there wasn't really a specific ingredient I could recommend. I could talk about how the role that B-complex plays or that chromium might play, but nothing specific until the research on cinnamon bark extract. And that was, the research really started rolling in about a decade or so ago. We introduced this product about 5 or 6 years ago because we tend to be patient. We review the research, we review all the different sources, and we make sure that we can make the best product possible. And if you look at the reviews on this product, like Q10, I think the reviews on this product are about 95% positive reviews. I think is it at 4.5, 4.6?
Yeah, there's 660 reviews out of the 660. Over 550 are perfect 5. And then if you add the 4-star in, you are well over, you're at about, gosh, I mean, so about all but 50 reviews are excellent.
So about 85% are 5-star review and probably about 10% are 4 stars.
And
so
what's nice here, it is anniversary priced. You do a 30, a 60, a 120, or the 240.
Already inexpensive. And at anniversary pricing, it's very inexpensive.
Exactly. And the best part about it is that the minute you start taking this for the first time, people fall in love with this. When you read the reviews, you will see. I mean, there are hundreds of perfect reviews on this, so you will understand. But the great thing about it, there's so many incredible health benefits to cinnamon. It's one of our family's favorites. And this is, again, standardized cinnamon bark extract. There's a big difference between the cinnamon you're sprinkling to make cinnamon toast and the cinnamon you're getting in this product. However, if you open the capsule and sprinkle it into your oatmeal or into a smoothie, it's very pungent. It has this wonderful, very cinnamony fragrance. So you will notice that right away. But the health benefits are fantastic. So if you or somebody in your family is looking to maintain healthy blood sugar levels, for example, that's one of the main reasons a lot of people go to the cinnamon. And then on top of that, it's just a powerful antioxidant. And there's so many other great health benefits as well. What I think is fun is when you do take a minute to read the reviews, people rave. In fact, virtually every single Andrew Lessman product is a customer pick on hsn.com.
I think they might all be, yes.
Yes, every single one of your products. And it's funny, if they weren't, you would change it.
Well, I mean, and frankly, at times, my meal replacement originally was not a customer pick. And we went back to the drawing board. That was a number of years ago. But I look at customer reviews as not criticism. Well, if I do, it's constructive criticism. It's telling me what I need to do to make a product better. If I don't have a product that's well reviewed, it's basically telling me I shouldn't be making that product. Unlike others, we actually make all of the products. We're responsible for every ingredient. We're responsible for how it's put together. So we're responsible. So it's up to me. If the reviews aren't positive, it's up to me to make the product better. And when it comes to a product like this, or how we go about making all our products, because we don't use additives, the only thing that becomes important in our product is the only thing that should be important, which is the active ingredient. Unfortunately, virtually every other brand of supplements in the world, every medicine in the world, they put additives in, excipients, other ingredients. They'll even coat tablets with sweet ingredients so the tablet tastes better while it's in your mouth. They'll put pretty colors because they think that's what you want to see. Ours is a capsule. If you look at this capsule, the only thing you find in this capsule is our cinnamon bark extract that was validated, tested to be standardized for the ingredient that delivers the benefits that you seek when you take cinnamon bark extract. You could read the reviews on this product. And if we talk about, in fact, a lot of folks talk about when they test their blood sugar, they talk about fasting blood sugar. What I always recommend, and more people have become aware of this, I've been talking about this for decades, it's testing their A1C. When you test your fasting blood sugar, you're just getting some insight at that moment in time what your blood sugar was. And oftentimes, things could be going on at the moment, whatever you might have eaten the night before, even if you're still fasting in the morning, could have an impact on that number. That's why for me and for your doctor, A1C has become so much more relevant. A1C is more giving you a sense of what your blood sugar has been over the past couple of months, which is much more meaningful, much more insightful. And what I like about the charts that I now see, when you look at the reviews now, people are talking about their A1C. they're not just talking about their fasting blood sugar number, which when I was in school, everything was all about the fasting blood sugar number.
Interesting.
But now we understand that A1C gives us a much more relevant and meaningful way to monitor our blood sugar, and I'm sure that's what you're doing, and hopefully you're doing with your doctor.
Absolutely. Okay, if you're ordering yours, again, you pick the size you'd like. We have the Try Me sizes. I love that everything's anniversary priced for you. So if you want to give it a try, you have a 30 count. If you want to stock up, you have a 240 cap size. It's so affordable for what you're getting. It's interesting, this ingredient, because cinnamon has been around for literally thousands of years, right?
As a spice, but still, if you look at traditional medicine, cinnamon had attributed to it all sorts of benefits, metabolic benefits. So it's fascinating. We'll talk about cranberry next weekend. It's fascinating how many botanicals that have been traditionally viewed as important, and I think it was Native Americans originally with cranberry, that eventually science ultimately validates those traditional benefits. I'm just going to read a couple of reviews quickly. And if we just look at this, and again, this is not a drug or medicine. It's just another tool that helps support our body in the fashion that perhaps our body composition, our diet, our lifestyle might not be giving us the support we need. But amazing. My husband started taking these almost 3 months ago. In that short amount of time, his A1C number has improved. His doctor is thrilled and asked what he's doing to get such good results. He told him the only change he's made is taking the cinnamon 350. His doctor told him to keep it up. Now he'll never go without.
It's great.
Working great. I've been taking 1 capsule per day. I have no problems with digestion. And by the way, cinnamon can, with some cinnamon products can, mine does not. You could read the reviews. I'm an overall healthy person. My last blood sugar test was much better than the previous one. I'd not lost weight, so the only thing I could attribute this to would be the cinnamon capsules. My doctor said to keep on taking them. I'm very pleased with the product. And that's what's great when you partner with your doctor, rather than, we shouldn't be sort of victims of our health or victims of medicine or pharmaceutical companies. We should really try to partner and be informed, and that's why the thing I try to do most is to try to provide information that would empower you to understand what's going on in your body better, and to hopefully make better decisions, because this is the only life we get, and we should do things, we should eat, we should think about things as though our life depends on it. Because it really does. So all of these little decisions are actually consequential when it comes to our health. And
one other product that also helps to support healthy blood sugar levels and metabolism is Berberine. And so these work hand in hand together. We also have great anniversary pricing on Berberine for you tonight. $60, $180, $360, or $720. You choose your favorite size here. That nice big, do you take 2 of these a day?
Actually, the reason why it's such a large size is with cinnamon, you take 1 or 2 capsules. With Berberine, to follow the research, the scientific research, which is incredibly exciting on Berberine, and not only does it help support healthy blood sugar metabolism and insulin metabolism, but also lipid levels and lipid metabolism in terms of cholesterol. But you have to take 1 to 2 capsules with each meal.
Oh, okay.
You always take it with a meal when it comes to Berberine, but 1 to 2 capsules with each meal. That's why it's such a large size.
Okay.
But cinnamon, Berberine work wonderfully hand in hand with one another.
There we go. So if you'd like to pick that up, also, again, take advantage of the extra savings. This is a variety hour. This first hour, we are packed. We have so many great things to share with you, so it's going to be a little busy. So we hope that if you see anything you love, jump right in. Oh, look what we have here. Oh, we have some chocolate.
Oh.
Never
You'll
mind.
grab a few.
Little Choco Nouveau.
Your purse isn't here to dump them into. Yes.
Exactly. Darn. I have lots of pockets, though. All right, we're going to continue. We do have Choco Nouveau coming up now, actually, which is so exciting because we have to wait all summer. We can't offer this in the summertime.
It's been gone since April.
Right. It's been gone since April, so it's finally back. If you are already a fan of Choco Nouveau, I know you're as excited as we all are to see this back in stock.
Technically not even completely back. Oh. Normally, we would have started shipping Choco Nouveau on October 1st.
Okay.
And sometimes a little bit before, we monitor the weather. The reason why we stop shipping our chocolate in the summer is one of the attributes that makes our dark chocolate so unique is how creamy, how melt-in-your-mouth creamy it is. But in hot weather, we obviously can't ship it because it will melt in the jar, not in your mouth. So what we've done, we monitor the weather every year. And this was just, I believe it was the hottest summer on record in history.
No kidding.
I believe, I know I read that in California. It was the hottest and the driest. We were in Colorado. I love running mountain trails and mountain biking. And in Colorado, it was the driest winter, the driest spring. So we all know the world, the weather is changing, and that's unfortunately a sad fact of life. But one of the more interesting implications of that is we're actually waiting. The weather will cooperate, so we'll be able to ship, we believe, on Monday.
Oh, good.
So if you ordered before today, we were holding it all back to ship on Monday, again, because we don't want the Choco Nouveau to melt before it gets to you.
There you go. Now, if you live up in where my family is in Minnesota, they're good.
You're all good.
They're good.
Last week, I was in Denver. Denver is at 5,000 feet, and it was last week, and it was over 90 degrees.
Wow.
It's the mile-high city, 5,280 feet. It was over 90 degrees. So
how about that?
The weather is different nowadays.
Okay, so let's show you what the choices are. If you're familiar, you know your favorite already, but if you have not ever tried Andrew Lessman's Choco Nouveau before, the beauty of it in a nutshell, it's delicious chocolate, it's healthy chocolate, it's low in sugar, it's low in calories, it's low in carbs, it's low in everything, and yet full of nutrients. Why? Because it actually helps to lower your cholesterol. Helps to lower your total and LDL cholesterol. So here's how it works. You can choose how many pieces you'd like, how many servings, 10, 30, 60, 120, 180. All right, so that's the first thing you're gonna choose is the size you want. Then you're going to choose the amount of chocolate, how chocolatey you want it to be. You can do what we call kind of more of the milk chocolate, and that is 66% cacao. You can choose the middle of the road, which is sort of like dark chocolate, but a little bit, you know, kind of a little bit more mild. Right. This is my favorite. I like the middle one the best, and that's 74%. And then if you love dark chocolate, or if you want that real rich dark chocolate flavor, this is 91%. So 65, 74, or 91.
66, 70.
Or I'm sorry, 66, 74, 91.
I had a little list of some questions. I'll remember many of them, I believe. But one of the questions was, does the 66, 74, 91 relate to cholesterol lowering power? No. Each square possesses the same cholesterol lowering power. You only take, say, you take 2 or 3 squares a day, take 1 with each meal, or 1 with each of your 2 largest meals. You could have as many as you want. It's not harmful, it's not a drug, it's not a medicine, you can't overdose. Other question I was asked, can children take these? Of course, because again, these are not drugs or medicine, and each square is only 26 calories. And the most common question I'm asked is, how much sugar is there? Right. And that is one of the hardest things we had to do, because I tend to be someone who, I think one of the most important things we could do individually and as a society is reduce our intake of sugars, and even reduce our intake of certain complex carbs like potatoes or bread and pasta and things like that. Because as our body metabolizes those, it's really just metabolizing effectively sugars. So I'm so conscious of sugar, I could never make a chocolate product that's high in sugar. Our 91% has less than half a gram. Because of that, technically, legally, we could label that as having 0 sugar. Because if you're less than half a gram in a serving, technically that can be considered 0. I'd rather be sort of a full disclosure label, and rather than take advantage of the law and calling it 0, we label it as half a gram. Our 74% has barely over a gram of sugar, and our 66% has just under 2 grams of sugar. All of them, I selected a chocolate that was mild, because American palates typically don't like dark chocolate. They don't like the bitterness. They like the richness, not the bitterness. So I selected a chocolate that was rich, but not bitter. By being rich and not bitter, we didn't need to use as much sugar. And then by adding the cholesterol-lowering ingredient, and this is what's, I mean, one of the benefits of me doing what I've been doing for so many decades. Nowadays, when we talk about the ingredients that lower cholesterol, we talk about plant sterols. A long time ago, the original ingredient was something called the plant sterol ester. That plant sterol ester looks like what? It looks like fat. Mm-hmm. And I just, at home, on the odd chance it might work, I took dark chocolate and I stuck it in the microwave and I melted it. And then I added plant sterol esters to it. I added those ingredients to it. And then I forgot about it, and then one day Muriel finds the chocolate in the microwave. It had hardened. I left it there for probably a couple of days. But then when it came out, it had melted together, blended together perfectly, and stayed together, married together perfectly. So those plant sterile esters that aren't fat, but behave like fat and give the texture of fat, made my dark chocolate turn into the texture of milk chocolate. That's why if you read the reviews on my cholesterol-lowering chocolate, people who will say they are really chocolate experts, chocolate lovers, have tried every chocolate around, will say it's the best dark chocolate they've ever had. And if you read the reviews on this product, Americans don't like dark chocolate. This product is rated 4.4 stars. So it's about 90% positive reviews, and Americans don't like dark chocolate. And each of these three are considered dark chocolate.
That's it. And by the way, you pick the size you want. The larger ones are on FlexPay for you. So we'll zip it home to you. You pick the amount of chocolate you want. Remember, it's 66, 74, or 91, and you're good to go. This is the perfect time because we're coming into the season where there's temptation everywhere. When we come to the holiday season, Halloween's coming up right around the corner. And I always try to buy candy that I don't like, because otherwise I end up eating half of it. So this is this is guilt-free, because it's healthy.
Calories.
It's very satisfying. You eat one piece. It's so yummy. It's so incredibly delicious. I can't even begin to tell you how good this chocolate is. People absolutely love it. There's over 1,500 perfect 5-star reviews. Perfect reviews on this chocolate. And I'm a chocolate lover. I love chocolate. So if you love chocolate, you will love this chocolate. It's creamy, it's fun to eat. It doesn't taste like anything diety. You don't feel like you're eating a diet chocolate. I've tried chocolate like from our health food store, and it's grainy, and it's not, it just isn't good. This is so creamy and so yummy and delicious and satisfying, and that's why people love it so much. So it helps you stay on your diet. It's obviously better because it helps to lower your cholesterol. I mean, it's just a win-win across the board. So I hope that you will try it. Pick the size. Again, you pick the size you want. You can pick the amount of chocolate you want. And that's it. I mean, it's so simple. And you know what else I forgot to mention? Because we are into the holiday shopping season officially here at HSN, we've extended our return policy till January 31st of next year. So it's almost like a 4-month money-back guarantee. So get your chocolate today, stock up now, have it on hand throughout the holidays. I like to keep it everywhere, in a purse. I like to keep it at work. I like to keep it wherever I get a temptation, and this is the easiest way to have something that's so satisfying and then you don't mess up your diet.
And I was just online this evening looking at sort of the gourmet squares, and you could find gourmet squares for more than $1 a square. And the chocolate isn't better than this chocolate, and their chocolate isn't organic, their chocolate isn't fair trade, and their chocolate doesn't contain the plant sterile esters that take away the inherent quality. All dark chocolate is going to be inherently dry and brittle and grainy. That's because dark chocolate really isn't candy. Dark chocolate is an extract of the cocoa bean. But what we've done here with the plant sterile esters is we've turned that dark chocolate into the texture of milk chocolate. It still has the same rich flavor. It just doesn't have that dry, brittle graininess, and it loses even more of its bitterness. And again, as I said before, the most common question I've asked is sugar levels. This chocolate literally just has half a gram, a couple of calories at most, of sugar in the 91, about 3 calories in the 74, so it's incredibly low in sugar. Each square is only 26 calories, so you have a square with a meal, it helps in terms of being like a little mini dessert, which there's lots of research and clinical studies that talk about how chocolate can be used in small portions to be part of a weight loss plan. And again, those small portions are typically 50 to 75 calorie portions. Here, it's a 26 calorie portion. That's satisfying.
There we go. I know we have to wrap it up. If you're ordering the largest one, by the way, I mean, that's 180 pieces, 180 servings. You're saving $70. I mean, $70 off here, 40, 20, 10, 15, 5, depending on the size you're ordering. So anniversary pricing is the perfect time to take advantage of this because you get extra savings, you have free shipping and handling, you have a 4-month basically money-back guarantee because we've extended that return policy till the end of January of next year. So that gives you plenty of time to get it home, make sure you love it. A lot of people love to buy these into little gifts. I mean, it's the greatest gift because if you know anybody who's watching their sugar intake, right, who has to watch, my mom loves this because she has to watch her sugar It's the greatest treat for her. She's like me, must be in the DNA, a chocolate person, but it's her favorite thing.
It's, well, most
guilt-free.
Most human beings of all cultures crave chocolate. Ever since the cocoa bean was first discovered, we've craved chocolate. I just wanted to show something that gives an example of just how we've succeeded in terms of the sugar level in this chocolate. Again, it's the most common question. The first three numbers on that chart are the sugar levels in my chocolate. 1.8 grams per square of the 66, 1.4 per gram per square in the 74, and less than half a gram in the 91.
Wow.
And then looking at, and each is 26 calories. If you look at 26 calorie servings of all those fruits, they're between 4 and 6.5 grams. So,
isn't that crazy?
So but what's even crazier here, look at this. Now we're comparing to vegetables.
Jeez.
So if you look at vegetables, 26 calories of tomatoes is 3.8 grams of sugar. If you look even of cucumber, and cucumbers are exceedingly low in calories.
And you're comparing calorie to calorie.
So I'm comparing 26 calories of any of those vegetables versus 26 calories of Choco Nouveau. So again, we've succeeded in terms of sugar levels, we've succeeded, and where it really helps is in terms of cholesterol level. And again, kids can take it, you could take it, you don't have to worry about overdosing it. It's not a drug if you're taking statin drugs or any cholesterol lowering drug. This works perfectly with it. Again, it's a food, and it takes advantage of a natural, Mother Nature delivered, God-given tool in terms of our diet to naturally lower cholesterol.
Love it. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
You may continue to order. Log on to hsn.com or call us. We'd love to get you going on Choco Nouveau. I have to remind you all that coming up in 35 minutes, it's a new day on the East Coast, which means we get to launch our brand new Today's Special, and this is when we wait all year. It's the Coenzyme Q10, an incredible formula. It will blow your mind when you see all that is in that one little capsule, easy to swallow. The value is outstanding. That is going to be exciting. That's coming up in 35 minutes, so be on the lookout for that. But right now, we're gonna talk about another favorite. Coenzyme Q10 is one of Andrew's top sellers of all time. Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails is also one of his absolute top three selling neck and neck with Coenzyme Q10.
Yep.
It is HSN's top selling beauty product, first of all. So if you're taking it, I know you love it. If you're not taking it yet, this would be a really great time to try it. If you want better hair, better skin, better nails, you want a beauty product that delivers, that really delivers those benefits, you will notice the difference in your skin, in your hair, and in your nails. I mean, for those of us who use it, we notice. I mean, I've been trying to grow my hair out. My hair grows so fast. My nails grow so fast. And a lot of you, for taking Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, you know what I'm talking about. It's exciting to see a beauty product that really, really works. So you can do a 50, a 100, a 250, or a 500. Wow. 500 capsules for only $79.90. So, you know why that's amazing? I mean, our favorite, like I love the, Lancome Genifique, love that product. Their 1 ounce size is about $80. And that's gonna last me a couple of months, maybe 2 months. So the fact that you get, for $80, you're getting 500 capsules. It's a beauty bargain.
That's 9 months or a year and a half. And what's interesting about that, whatever you're investing in, whether you're investing in a great Lancome product or a great shampoo or a great conditioner or a great facial, or you spend at your hairdresser, whatever it might be, or a manicure, this validates all those investments. This is the foundation of all of that, because without this, without the tools to grow your hair, skin, and nails out their very best, you're not really able, you're applying these products and you're doing damage control after the fact, or it's kind of a bad example I give, it's sort of like a, what would you call it, a mortician, where you're actually taking care of dead tissue. Your skin, hair, and nails, when you see them, are no longer living tissues. Our opportunity to change their structure and make them as healthy as possible, grow them as well as our DNA, as well as our genetics permit, that happens on the inside of our body. And the only opportunity we have to do that is by delivering something to the inside of our body. And that would be what we eat. That's basically a diet and lifestyle question. And this is a product, one of those products. I think this has more reviews than any other product I make. I believe it might be as many as 5,000 reviews. And this is a product that I think it's 4.5 or 4.6 stars.
There's 5,700 reviews. The average out of a perfect 5 is 4.5, which is Amazing. When you get that many reviews and you can still keep that average up at a 4.5 is pretty incredible. Yep. There's 4,300 perfect 5-star reviews. That tells you right there, because we women, and men love this product too, but we expect our beauty to deliver, right? If you buy a beauty product and it doesn't work for you, you're not reordering that. This is one of Andrew's top-selling, reorders.
This is my number one reorder
His
product.
number one reorder, which means it's HSN's number one reorder product. Nobody's reordering anything that isn't working. And that, I think, is testimony to how great this works. And I love what you said, because no matter what else you're doing, you think of all the money we spend on skincare and makeup and hair products and nail products, all of those things are going to work so much better when you have better hair, skin, and nails to work with, right? And that's it. And it's all because we aren't getting this in our diet. What's in this product, the amount of biotin that's in this product, we're not getting it. And that's why when you start taking it, you notice such a difference.
And not all biotin is created equal. Biotin's an extremely expensive ingredient. Some companies, I believe, take shortcuts with it. And also, if you take biotin and then you bind it up into a tablet, literally 98, 99% of that tablet is binders and additives. And whether or not that biotin's going to be bioavailable to you, going to be able to benefit you, it's a great question. And I think the answer to that question is found in the reviews, where over and over and over you read in the reviews where they tried my product and then they didn't see it on air for a little while and they ordered something else. They picked something up at the grocery store or the health food store and it didn't work. Then they figured, oh, they just don't work. And then they tried mine again, and lo and behold, it worked. When your body gets what it needs, these tissues grow every single moment of every single day. When your body gets what it needs, you get to see the benefits of a product like this, if it's delivering the ingredients in a fashion that your body can use. And that's what we do. And when Colleen just said before about biotin in the diet, and this is a comprehensive formula, you could see the 15 ingredients in the formula, but these are the best sources of biotin in the human diet. Okay. The best sources in the human diet. And chicken liver, beef liver, yeast, mushrooms, even as we get to mushrooms, which that's something I eat frequently, but I probably don't have 286 cups of mushrooms in a year.
Probably not.
And I love mushrooms. Or oatmeal. I love oatmeal. I have oatmeal almost every day, or oat bran. But you need 69 cups of oat bran
to equal one serving of the healthy hair, skin, and nails.
Exactly. So, and if you ask folks what they think are healthy sources of biotin, they usually will say certain fish or berries or nuts. So salmon, it would require 83 pounds of salmon or 125 pounds of halibut or 1,800 cups of strawberries or 50 pounds of peanuts. In other words, and that's why this product works so consistently, because like vitamin D, biotin is just not available in our diet. And because it isn't available in our diet, and the research now talks about the implications for what they call marginal deficiencies of biotin aren't just in terms of the beauty of our hair, skin, and nails, but also other systems in our body. And that's also, I think, when folks enjoy the benefits of this product, they say they feel better in other ways than not just seeing the visible difference in their hair, skin, and nails.
Isn't that interesting? I hope you take a minute, go read reviews. If you're tempted at all to try this, remember we've extended the return policy till the end of January, so we start there. It gives you plenty of time to make sure this works. And you will love it. It works. It would not be our top reorder product of all products we sell. This is the number one thing that people buy again and again. A lot of us have been taking this for years. Years and years we've been taking this product because it works, because we see results with it. And that's what makes it great. The fact that it's a beauty product that you literally, and it's sort of like a trifecta. I mean, it helps your hair, it helps your skin, and it helps your nails. So it does all of that in one easy to swallow capsule. The best part about it is when you get it home, start taking it. You have plenty of time to make sure you can see the results. If you don't love it, you can return it. But if you have a minute to go read the thousands of perfect reviews, I mean, even a 3 is good, right? Out of 5, a 3 is good. And a beauty product, to get a 3, 3.5 normally is pretty good. It's really hard. Very few beauty products, if you ever notice, are customer picks. Very few. And it's because we're all different. Yep. So it's very subjective. But what's interesting about this, when it comes to the way we manufacture hair, skin, and nails, we're all the same, right?
It's funny, there could be a shampoo that Muriel likes or a facial soap that she likes, and I'm someone who's pretty lazy about those things, and I won't like it at all. So we tend to be very individual in that respect. Internally, it's just about the biochemistry that we all share. Certainly, we have different skin colors and skin tones and things like that. And our hair can be thick or thin or fine or curly or straight, but the same exact biochemical requirements affect all of us. So when it comes to healthy hair, skin, and nails, it's not, what do you say, multi-denominational. It's something that will benefit, and it benefits all of us because it affects and delivers its key nutrients to systems that all of us possess. And we all have these same requirements, and unfortunately our diet, even if you have the perfectly healthy diet, as you saw from the charts, you're not getting the nutrients you need to deliver the kinds of levels of biotin required for the healthiest appearing hair, skin, and nails.
All right, I know we have to wrap it up.
And I'm sorry I haven't read any charts because we have so many great reviews and I haven't read any of them.
Maybe we'll have time later in the visit to give you a little extra time to talk about it, but we definitely would love to invite you to order yours because that's great anniversary pricing. And Andrew, this is not a Today's Special now until next year, right? I mean, this is the next best value to a Today's Special.
It's for the healthy hair, skin, and nails, it won't be a Today's Special until the second half of next year.
Exactly. So if you would like to stock up, this is the next best value to a Today's Special.
Yes.
So take advantage of it. Okay, coming up next, this is sort of an all-star hour.
It is.
Every single
all-star variety show.
No doubt, because next up we're going to talk about circulation and vein support. This is another product that is a huge customer pick on hsn.com. We have great anniversary pricing, so I'll show you that right away. You can do a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 choice. Here's the choices. Here's where the normal pricing is. And for our anniversary, you can see $89, $54, $21, or $12.90. Here's your savings. Everything is free shipping. The larger choices are on FlexPay for you. Circulation and vein support is another example of a notice the difference, feel the difference product. If you notice that at the end of the day, your legs feel heavy, your ankles look swollen, your calves look swollen, your feet look swollen and feel swollen. If the first thing you want to do when you get home is put your feet up, this is a product for you to try. We nickname it the nurse's product because we love nurses, of course. We all love nurses. Nurses are required to be on their feet for many, 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 many hours. This is a product that is a huge help to anyone who has a job where they're on their feet a lot. We hear from flight attendants all over the country who swear by this product because, again, they're on their feet and they're, up in the air, and there's all kinds of things that happen. If you've ever flown and you notice that your legs swell, your feet swell, your ankles swell, this is a product to try because it can make such a huge difference. Anybody who stands a lot, anybody who sits a lot, and unfortunately, it's a lot of us.
We tend to do either one in extremes. It's just sort of the nature of our jobs, nature of our society. Whatever we do, we tend to do too much of. So we might have a job, and why we always called it the nurse's product is back when we would take phone calls, we'd always seem to be getting calls from nurses.
You're right.
And if you think about it, the nature of hospitals, nurses are on their feet, and the floors, I think because, of course, they're pushing things around, the floors tend to be hard. Here, we stand for a couple of hours, a few hours at a time, but we fortunately have like a rubber mat here, which makes it easier on our feet.
Yes.
But in hospitals,
I wish I had this mat everywhere at HSN. No, it's the greatest thing to stand on. This was brilliant for you to think of this for us.
No, these are the same mats in our production environment at ProCaps Labs because folks will stand in front of machinery and things like that.
So
Capsule machines will have mats like this as well.
I love it. It really does make a world of difference.
Or at least we used to. Hopefully we still do, yes.
So anyway, we digress here. But I mean, again, it goes to people who work in a factory, people who work in retail, teachers. I mean, so many people are required. Hey, frankly, here, a lot of us who work at HSN, we take this because we stand. When I walk in the building many hours before I come on the air, I don't sit down. We are on our feet. We're moving, we're going, we're meeting people, we're learning, we're backstage, learning about our products. So again, this job requires you to be on your feet for hours. And a lot of times we're not in very comfortable shoes, so that doesn't help either.
And I wear comfortable shoes. I left my high heels and pumps at home. But when you look at this product and you compare it to all my products, and I'd say 3/4 or 80% of my products are probably rated 4.5 stars or more, like this product. But if you read the reviews on this product, I think these reviews are more surprised, astounded, grateful. The words that are used to describe this product, generally words like disbelief, that we don't expect a nutritional supplement to deliver in this fashion. We don't expect it to make a visible difference in the way our feet, ankles, calves look. We don't expect it to make a tangible difference in how they feel. That we don't expect it to affect our sleep, because our feet, ankles, and calves at the end of the day felt like the rest of us wanted to go to sleep, but they still wanted to stay awake. That we just wouldn't think that a nutritional supplement could do that. In fact, the key ingredient in this product, an ingredient called Diosmin. In Europe, Diosmin has been viewed for decades and prescribed and recommended by doctors for the healthy circulation of their patients' legs. It's sort of a different approach. Here, it's a natural ingredient. We don't treat it as a drug. We don't make drug claims about it. Europe, they make different claims, but this is an ingredient that delivers in a way that I think most of us are absolutely astounded when we try it, myself included. When I first was exposed to this ingredient, I kind of dismissed it. Then I read the research and I decided I'd try it. And I'm someone who, I'm very active. I run, I mountain bike, I hike. And for me, and I thought I had incredibly healthy circulation, and we're going back over 20 years ago, and there was a visible, tangible difference that I felt. And if you read the reviews, I think you'll be astounded. And this is one of those products, we don't edit the reviews, we don't remove bad reviews. They are every bit as passionate as they seem. So if you're someone who at the end of the day, you just wish you had the feet, ankles, and calves you had at the beginning of the day, or maybe that you had a decade or two ago, you have a money-back guarantee until January 31st. Try it on me. If you don't like it, you send it back to me. But I think you'll be astounded and thrilled you tried it.
When we read the reviews, I can't tell you how many of the reviews that I've read, women talk about the fact that they're wearing skirts again, that they gave up wearing skirts because they didn't like the way their legs looked anymore. But doesn't it make sense that if you're toning your veins, you're toning your capillaries, you're toning all of those, blood ways, right? I mean, think about that. When you are swelling, that's leakage that's happening in your ankles, in your calves, in your feet. And so when you have healthier veins and capillaries, right, it just makes sense that your legs are gonna look better. They feel better, but they also look better.
And it's simple. Even if I were to read, and I have the quotes, if I were to read the quotes from the research on this product, what they talk about is the tone of blood vessel walls, of the walls of our veins. And when they're more toned, it's kind of like a garden hose versus something that's made out of, say, like a surgical glove material or something that will enlarge. So a garden hose, the water flows through it, it doesn't enlarge. When you have more blood vessels are better toned as well, the fluid doesn't tend to seep out. And also, if those blood vessels are working better, the fluid passes through it and doesn't linger. It's when that fluid can linger, it's when it can pool, it's when it disperses or can leak through those less toned vein walls that your ankles and calves and your feet swell. It's a natural thing that occurs with the aging process. And what I often refer to this product as a way to kind of turn back the clock on the aging process when it comes to the circulation in our lower extremities.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing to get for someone, even if you want to shop ahead for a holiday gift, because again, we've extended the return policy. There's someone in your life that, again, they're dragging around. By the end of the day, they don't feel like doing anything because their legs feel heavy, their legs feel tired and exhausted. This is a fantastic product because it makes such a huge difference. There are thousands. In fact, out of the 2,700 reviews, over 2,200 reviews on this product are perfect 5-star. So go read the reviews, see what people have to say. People are noticing a difference. I love how Andrew shared, because Carlos, my husband takes this, and I had my son started taking it. They take it for other reasons. They're very active. They're very athletic. They're in the gym all the time. And my younger son was complaining what my husband was complaining. At the end of the day, their legs kind of just felt like they wanted to be moving. And what they found is that this really helps to calm the way their legs feel. So I think it's really nice for people that are very active like Andrew, or people that sit a lot or stand a lot. I mean, it really can benefit a lot of people for a lot of different reasons.
And I think what I always say, it just sort of benefits the human condition, because all of us, we stand upright, or we sit too long, we stand too long, but either way, we're aging, and we're aging on a planet where gravity is still there. I guess there are people who now believe that the Earth is flat, but take it from me, the Earth isn't flat. I'm sure we all believe that, but again, and gravity is what keeps us here. So it keeps us from flying off into space. But gravity also ensures that when our heart pumps blood down to our lower extremities, guess what? It keeps it there. And we often don't think of gravity in those terms. We think of gravity, if we drop something, it goes to the floor. But now think of your heart pumping something down toward the floor. It's pumping it down to your feet. And how does that blood that your heart is pumping down to your feet, ankles, and calves get back up? Well, by your heart pumping even more fluid behind it, exerting even more pressure. So what does that do? It's like inflating a bicycle tire. You're inflating those blood vessels, you're inflating them with fluid, and hopefully those blood vessels are well enough toned where all that happens is that blood is conducted back up to the heart, where it goes back to the lungs, gets reoxygenated, and then does a cycle again. But unfortunately, as we get older, the blood vessel tone suffers, and what ends up happening is the enlargement of those blood vessels, the enlargement of the tissues in our legs. But this is an opportunity with a basic dietary supplement, just botanical extracts from plants, to deliver, and we're talking about something that is incredibly well established in the research. I mean, we have stacks of charts. I'll just grab the first one here from International Angiology, and angiology, that's the study of circulation. The efficacy was clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months. And you'll see this in a matter of weeks, even though you have a money-back guarantee till the end of January, being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumferences is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration, leakage, through capillary walls. The fact confirms the positive role of Diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation, and we've improved this over the year. Now it has another ingredient that I believe is just as good as Diosmin, butcher's broom, in the formula. So it's the best the formula's ever been. I think we owe it to ourselves to give it a try, and again, because of the way things work here, you have an opportunity to enjoy the benefits till January 31st. If it works for you, you'll enjoy the benefits for the rest of your life. If it doesn't, it's on me. You just send it back.
Exactly. Okay, I know we have to wrap it up. It is our variety hour, by the way. This hour is flying by. We have only about now 13, 14 minutes until our new day on the East Coast, which means we introduce a brand new Today's Special. And this is the big one. This is a favorite. We all wait all year. Once a year, Andrew Lessman offers his Coenzyme Q10 as the Today's Special. Well, this year, we are going to be offering a formula that includes his Coenzyme Q10, the finest CoQ10 in the world. It has vitamin D in the formula, vitamin D3. It also has a full B complex in the formula, and it has vitamin C.
Which is why it works so well, because CoQ, even the best CoQ in the world, can't do it on its own.
Right.
It's all of us.
You need those supporting
especially
actors, right?
The most important role, the most important activity our cells engage in is the production of energy, without which life doesn't exist. CoQ10, I believe, is the central molecule, not I believe. CoQ10 is the central molecule in that process, but it doesn't do it on its own, which is why our product, being more comprehensive, works so much better than all the others.
All righty, we're gonna move right along. Next up, we're gonna talk about another favorite.
Just a quickie here.
Sure.
Because we only have a few minutes for this, and we're gonna talk about Ultimate Eye, and
Excellent.
then we run along.
So this is the omega-3. This is the maximum essential omega-3. Another one that is a huge customer pick on hsn.com with over 2,800 perfect 5-star reviews. Because it's Andrew's 22nd anniversary this visit, we have anniversary pricing on everything, including this great product. So we have a 30, a 60, a 180, a 360. It's just a quick presentation. We will find time to talk about it longer during this visit, but right now we just wanted to get the information to you. If you're already taking it, you need to restock it. This would be a great great time to do it because next to a Today's Special, this is the finest value, and this will not be a Today's Special until next year, until 2019.
Yes. In about, I'd say it'll be about 7 months or so. It'll be a Today's Special. And most folks take 1 or 2 capsules of this daily. 1 capsule delivers 500 milligrams of omega-3s. We focus on DHA, the most important of the omega-3s. Virtually all the products on the market focus on EPA, the secondary of the 2 fish oil or fish-based omega-3s. Alpha-linolenic acid, that's from flaxseed oil. We also give you a little bit of that. We give you 50 milligrams of that, but we really focus on DHA, EPA, and we do so in the natural form. Most products are ethyl esters, a synthetic form that as your body processes it, metabolizes it, it liberates ethanol, which if I want to put ethanol in my body, I'll have a sip of wine, not take an omega-3 capsule, which is the strange fact of ethyl esters. You deliver or you liberate trace amounts of ethanol when you consume them. The natural triglyceride form is the way we get our omega-3s from fish, and that's how we should get them from a fish oil capsule. I really wonder when it becomes an ethyl ester how we could really still call it a fish oil capsule, even though, say, it's derived from fish, but it's not in its natural form. What I wanted to show on the counter here, I put out 4 capsules. 1 capsule looks a little disadvantaged there, that little one. That little one is mine. And that little capsule contains more omega-3s than all the big capsules.
Isn't that amazing?
That little capsule also will have no fishy aftertaste, no repeat, no stomach upset.
None.
That's what happens when you use better quality omega-3s in their natural form. So it's going to be easy to swallow, it won't upset your stomach, it won't repeat on you, no fishy aftertaste. That's the way an omega-3 product should behave. Unfortunately, it's not the way the others behave. Like you, before I started making omega-3s, the only thing an omega-3 supplement did for me was make me sick. And we figured out how to make an omega-3 product that's going to deliver all the benefits you seek and none of the problems you seek to avoid. So
yeah, as Andrew says, honestly, there is 0 fishy aftertaste, nothing. You would never know you're taking a fish oil product when you take this product. 30, 60, 180, 360. Awesome anniversary pricing here. Look at $99.90 for the 360. If you take 1 a day, that's almost a full year's supply.
This is by far and away our best pricing except for the Today's Special.
Yep.
And I should point out, we make 3 versions of this. This is the most important, this is in my mind the best version. We use a trace amounts of an orange extract, which neutralizes the fishy aftertaste, literally cancels it out. It makes the fishy flavor go away. We make another version with pure spearmint and peppermint oil extract. That covers up, it doesn't neutralize, that covers up the fishy aftertaste. Then we make another one without anything at all to neutralize the fishy aftertaste. And because our oils are so high quality, even that has minimal fishy aftertaste, but the orange is truly the best. That is our most advanced formula, and that's the best choice, and that's the one we're talking about right here.
Yeah, I wish we don't have a lot of time to share it, but we wanted you to at least see it and order it. If you already love it and you need to restock it, this would be a perfect time to do that.
We'll talk about it briefly at the end of the next hour, because it's such an important ingredient. It goes along with our CoQ10. What I often say, to enhance the absorption of CoQ10, take it with 1 capsule of omega-3, because a little bit of fat is all you need to make CoQ10 incredibly well absorbed.
Perfect. Okay, do you want to keep scooting?
Yes.
We keep going? Okay,
yes.
We're going to keep going because we now are 7 minutes away from our Coenzyme Q10 Today's Special, but because this is a variety hour and this really has been an all-star lineup to be sure, we do want to definitely for a minute talk about the Ultimate Eye Support, another huge customer pick. This is an average 4.6 out of perfect 5-star reviews on hsn.com, a 30, 60, 180 or 360 choice. As we said, everything is anniversary priced and being offered with free shipping and handling. And if this is another example of a see the difference product, literally, you will notice a difference when you take this product. It's just incredible. It really is incredible for those of us who take it and have really seen a difference. People, when you read the reviews, talk about their eye doctors are noticing a difference when you start using this product. So you have nice savings, $40 off the largest one if you're gonna restock. We always encourage you, when possible, order the largest size because, first of all, you wanna take this every day. Second of all, you will always get the biggest savings there. So if you can do it, we put them all, the larger ones are on Flexpay, the free shipping. If you can do it, it's always going to be the biggest savings.
It's designed to be a 2-capsule-a-day product, but even as a 1 capsule a day product, it delivers higher levels than when I introduced this product over 20 years ago. So you could take 1 capsule a day, you could take 1 capsule, even if you took 1 capsule or 2 capsules a week, you'll be more than doubling the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, the key ingredients in this product, in a typical American diet. So even if you use this product minimally, it's still multiplying the levels of these key ingredients. And we just talked before about omega-3s. The basic fatty structure of the eye is omega-3. It's DHA. The highest concentration of DHA in the human body is in the retina of the eye. The second highest concentration is in the brain. And actually 2/3 of the dry weight of the brain is DHA, the omega-3 we were just talking about. And the other ingredient that's defining of the structure and function of our eye, DHA, highest concentration, is found in the retina of the eye. Lutein and zeaxanthin are the optical pigments that are necessary for vision. They're optical pigments that are also necessary to protect the eye from UV radiation, blue light, other high energy radiation. So this is a product that doesn't work on your eye. This is a product that is the very structure of your eye, and the same goes for omega-3s. So with our omega-3s, we always thought great for heart health. Then, as I said before, the structure of the brain, great for brain health. Most of us don't realize it's also incredibly important for eye health. Although, if I read the reviews on omega-3s and I read the reviews on our Ultimate Eye, more and more doctors, especially Ultimate Eye, I bet a good 1/4 or 1/3 of the reviews say that their doctor loved the product, the doctor recommended they take the product, that you're now seeing a recognition for the role these ingredients play. Again, these are not things that are like drugs that work on our body. These are ingredients that are necessary for our body to engage in the function that we call vision, seeing, sight. Without lutein and zeaxanthin, the optical pigments, our eye cannot function.
There we go. I wish we had more time to chat about this one. If you're new to this, we always assume that a lot of you, in fact, most people who are ordering are reordering this product. However, we know we get lots of new people every time Andrew's here. So in case you are just stopping in, we're so glad you found us, because this is the Andrew Lessman anniversary. 22 years we've been celebrating the world's finest vitamins. Everything is made in Henderson, Nevada, right here in America. Everything is made with solar energy. Everything is made to the absolute highest standards. Natural ingredients, safe, effective. Wait until you introduce yourself to this product line of vitamins and minerals. There's no other product line like this in the world, which I think is why people really do fall in love with Andrew Lessman products. So if you're new and you'd like to try this product, go for it. Normally when you shop at HSN, we always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, but with holiday shopping season upon us at HSN, we kind of start thinking about holiday shopping in October. So we extend our return policy till the end of January. So it's really a nice time for you to try things, for you to put things away for gift giving, because there's plenty of time to make sure that you've made all the right choices.
And it's perfect because everything, all of my products, while I'm here for our anniversary visit, everything is on its best pricing other than today's special pricing. Yep. So it's an opportunity to try everything. And as Colleen said, you get to, it's not a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is ample time to see these products work. It's basically almost a 120-day or 100+ day guarantee. So it's an opportunity to really enjoy the benefits of a product. And speaking about the benefits, when I first introduced this product, again, over 20 years ago, I talked about the long-term benefits of delivering the protective compounds in the formula. Now, as I was saying before with lutein and zeaxanthin, lutein and zeaxanthin are actually optical pigments. They're yellow pigments. In fact, the macular region of our retina that we hear so much about, that's the part of our retina that really takes a beating over the course of our lifetime, because that's where our lens focuses the light on the macular region of our retina. That's the central part of our field of vision. The macula technically is called the macula lutea, which means in Latin, yellow spot. It's a yellow spot because of lutein and zeaxanthin. So we concentrate so much lutein and zeaxanthin in the macular region of our retina that it's called the macula lutea. So the ingredients that are key to this product that unfortunately we don't get in the American diet, we get a milligram or 2 a week. With this formula, you're getting 15 milligrams with your daily supply. And again, what I could show you, you could actually see the lutein and zeaxanthin in the formula. I'll open this capsule. All my capsules are small, soft, easy to swallow capsules. Yep, and what you could see there is you could see it looks purple, but you see sort of golden, golden flecks, golden. The golden flecks are the lutein and zeaxanthin. The purple is the bilberry, the extract of bilberry that supports night vision. Another thing that so many of us notice as we get older, say driving at night, or simply our night vision doesn't do as well. We don't accommodate dark light as well as we did when we were younger. But this is a product that delivers the tools that supports healthy vision throughout, not just as we're aging, but throughout our life.
There we go. I know we have to wrap this up. You choose the size, 30, 60, 180, 360. FlexPay available on the 2 larger choices. Of course, free shipping and handling, and it's a product you're going to love. It definitely, you'll notice a difference in the way your eyes feel. A lot of people notice a difference in their vision. Your eye doctor is going to notice the difference in the health of your eyes. So it's a chance for you to get to do something really wonderful for the God-given gift of eyesight and having good eyesight.
And with the reviews, so many of the reviews on this product, on circulation vein support, on the omega-3 product. So many of these reviews are reviews where you're seeing the feedback from physicians who reviewed the label and spoke about the quality of the product. So again, they're not drugs or medicines, but an opportunity to give your body what it needs.
Guess what? 10, 9, 8, 7, the countdown is on. So we're ready. We should have fireworks. We should be celebrating.